Welcome back to the Neural Nexus. I'm Amit, here with my ever-insightful co-host.
And I'm Sobek. Amit, it feels like just yesterday we were marveling at AI's ability to simply generate text or images, but the conversation, as always, has taken a fascinating leap.
Absolutely. We're moving from AI as a co-pilot to AI as, well, almost a captain. Today, we're unpacking something that's rapidly gaining traction, the rise of autonomous AI agents. These aren't just chatbots anymore, are they, Sobek?
Not at all, Amit. We're talking about AI systems designed to pursue goals over time, interacting with environments, making decisions, and adapting, all with minimal human intervention. Think of them as AI programs with a sustained objective and the ability to execute a series of actions to achieve it. It's a significant evolution from reactive AI to proactive AI.
Proactive AI. That sounds both incredibly powerful and, dare I say, a little daunting. So let's define this. What exactly differentiates an AI agent from, say, a sophisticated chatbot or a generative AI model that just spits out content when prompted?
Segment 1. Defining AI agents and their capabilities.
It's a crucial distinction. A chatbot, or even a generative model, typically operates in a single turn or a very confined session. You prompt it, it responds. An AI agent, by contrast, is designed to have memory, planning capabilities, and the ability to interact with external tools and systems to achieve a defined objective.
So it's not just about producing a single output, but about working towards a goal over multiple steps.
Precisely. Imagine you ask an AI agent to plan a weekend trip for two to a lakeside cabin. A simple generative AI might give you a list of cabin rental websites. An AI agent, however, could autonomously search for available cabins within your budget, check for pet-friendly options if you specified it, look up local activities or restaurants, cross-reference your calendar for availability, and potentially even book the cabin and make dinner reservations, all while reporting progress back to you.
Okay, that's a game changer. That sounds incredibly useful for busy professionals or even just for automating tedious personal tasks. What kind of underlying technologies are enabling this leap?
It's a convergence of several advancements. Large language models, or LLMs, are foundational because they provide the brain for understanding goals and generating plausible action plans. But then you combine that with advanced planning algorithms, the ability to break down complex goals into smaller executable steps, tool integration, allowing the AI to connect with real-world APIs for services like booking, email, or even interacting with other software, memory and state management, so the agent remembers past actions and current progress, maintaining context over extended periods, self-correction and learning, the ability to learn from failures or new information and adjust its approach.
So it's like giving an LLM a to-do list, a calendar, a web browser, and a credit card, metaphorically speaking, of course.
In essence, yes, and the implications are enormous. We're talking about automating workflows that were previously far too complex for traditional automation scripts, from sophisticated personal assistants to fully autonomous project managers in a business setting.
That potential is palpable. But my pragmatic, human-centric brain immediately goes to the next question. What happens when things go sideways?
Sobek, as soon as you describe the immense power of these agents, my mind immediately jumps to the what-if scenarios. On one hand, the promise is incredible. Imagine an AI agent managing your entire digital life, filtering emails, scheduling appointments, optimizing your finances, even researching and drafting complex documents. That's a huge burden lifted.
Indeed. In a business context, consider a supply chain AI agent that can monitor inventory, predict demand fluctuations, negotiate with suppliers, and even reroute logistics in real time to mitigate disruptions. The efficiency gains could be transformative, leading to massive cost savings and increased resilience.
In scientific research, an AI agent could autonomously design and execute experiments, analyzing results and refining hypotheses, accelerating the pace of discovery beyond anything we've seen.
All true and genuinely exciting. But then there's the flip side. We're giving these systems a degree of autonomy we haven't seen before. What if the surprise party planner agent decides the surprise element is best served by inviting everyone John has ever met, including his ex-boss from 20 years ago, based on some obscure social media data? Or, on a more serious note, what if a financial AI agent optimizing for maximum return takes a highly risky investment strategy that leads to significant loss? Who's accountable then?
These are precisely the critical questions. And what about the black box problem? If these agents are making complex decisions based on internal reasoning we can't fully trace, how do we understand why a particular action was taken, especially if it leads to harm? It feels like we're building incredibly powerful systems, but sometimes sacrificing transparency for capability.
You've hit on a core challenge. Researchers are actively pursuing explainable AI, XAI, techniques for agents. This involves building mechanisms into the agent itself that can articulate its reasoning, its current state, and the rationale behind its choices. It's not about opening up the neural network itself, but providing human interpretable summaries of its decision-making process. Furthermore, implementing guardrails and constraints within the agent's operating parameters is crucial, defining what an agent can and cannot do even when autonomously pursuing a goal.
So it's a constant balancing act between empowering the AI to be autonomous and ensuring we maintain a firm hand on the steering wheel, even if we're not directly driving.
Exactly. The concept of the human in the loop becomes paramount. This isn't about micromanaging the AI agent, but about establishing clear points of oversight and intervention. For instance, an agent might propose a course of action, but require human approval before executing irreversible steps, like making a large financial transaction or sending a critical communication.
So, checkpoints, like a responsible project manager checking in with their team, rather than a dictator?
A good analogy. Another key aspect is robust testing and simulation. Before deploying AI agents in real-world high-stakes scenarios, they need to be rigorously tested in simulated environments that mimic real-world complexity and stress conditions. This helps identify edge cases, potential failures, and unintended behaviors before they impact actual operations.
And what about the legal and ethical frameworks? This feels like fertile ground for new regulations. If an autonomous AI agent makes a decision that causes harm, who bears the responsibility? The developer, the deployer, the user?
These are indeed thorny legal questions that regulators worldwide are grappling with. We're seeing early attempts at AI-specific legislation focusing on accountability and defining liability. The challenge is creating frameworks that are flexible enough to adapt to rapidly evolving technology, yet robust enough to provide genuine protection. Many propose that the entity that deploys and maintains the AI system should ultimately bear responsibility, pushing for due diligence and testing and oversight.
It makes sense. It brings us back to the idea that despite the AI's autonomy, there's always a human chain of responsibility. It's about empowering, not relinquishing.
Precisely. The goal isn't to build AI that operates entirely beyond human understanding or control. It's about building intelligent systems that can extend our capabilities, manage complexity, and innovate at speeds we can't achieve alone, but always within boundaries and with mechanisms for human oversight and intervention. The true power lies in the partnership.
And that partnership, I think, is the key takeaway here. Autonomous AI agents are coming. They're going to be incredibly transformative, but our role as humans isn't to step aside. It's to ensure they're built and deployed responsibly, ethically, and with an unwavering commitment to human well-being.
Indeed, the future of intelligence is collaborative, and the human element, our values, and our oversight will always be the most vital component.
Well said, Amit. That wraps up another episode of The Neural Nexus. Thank you for joining us. We hope this conversation has given you much to ponder.
If you enjoyed this exploration of AI, be sure to subscribe to our channel and like this video. It helps us bring you more in-depth discussions on the evolving world of artificial intelligence.
Until next time, keep exploring the nexus of human and artificial intelligence.